Or will you fucking fight back?
So we're about 30 minutes out from Powerhouse. I'm not just gonna drink the pre right when I get in there, so I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this one. But I would say probably maybe 20 minutes out, we'll just drink this, so by the time we actually get there, you know, it'll be fully kicked in. It doesn't make sense to me when I see somebody just slam their pre before their first set. I mean, it's gonna take 15 minutes before you even feel anything. So let's just get in the car and get over there. I'll just kind of sip on this for a minute, but I mean, shoulders for me ends up being a pretty simple lift. Because, I mean, for one thing, my front delts are overdeveloped enough just from, well, probably a little bit of incline pressing too. But honestly, everybody's got overdeveloped front delts. So my side and rear delt workout, it really just ends up being face pulls and lateral raises. There's not really anything else you would need. Now you can do like bent over rear delts with the dumbbells, or machine lateral raises, or cables. I mean, there's like 100 different ways to do it. But at the end of the day, if you're hitting the side delt, all you're doing is taking your arm from here to here. And if you're hitting your rear delt, you're just going from here to here. So, I mean, I don't really find there's too much benefit in like really trying to think about it too much. Like if you're doing the reverse pec deck, you do 3 sets and it's, you know, it's burning, you're getting a rear delt pump. I wouldn't mind just sitting there for my whole workout of 11. And then same thing with just like dumbbell lateral raises. You know, it's kind of cool to do different variations, and I throw them in kind of just like for fun because I want to. But I've got no problem just spamming, you know, 10 sets of lateral raises with the 40s and having that be all I do for shoulders. So when I'm bulking, I will actually kind of cut shoulders out of the routine, just because for me they're kind of overdeveloped. But when you're cutting down, you know, I'm not concerned with any additional muscle growth. Really, I'm just trying to maintain all the size I've already built. So I think get in there, start a little bit of a rotator cuff warm up, and then we can get the first couple sets started. I mean, pre-rear delts, what other movement are you gonna do as a warm up than something that's gonna fucking hit your rear delts? But I mean, this is not even close to a working set. I'm just trying to get acclimated to the weight. And honestly, I mean, doing just a little bit of a warm up, or like, you know, of whatever muscle you're about to hit, it's kind of a good indicator of whether or not everything's in order. Like, let's say me doing these just really light kind of single arm face pulls. If I started to feel something in my shoulder, like, you know, my rotator cuff, whatever, if it was feeling a little bit stiff, then, you know, maybe I'd just sit here for a little longer, make sure it's totally warm. Or like, let's say I really screwed up my shoulder, maybe I could just skip rear delts and just do sides. But I'll probably sit here another 5-ish minutes and then get started on the first rear delt movement, which I have not exactly picked yet. We'll have to wait and see. I think reverse pec deck ought to be a perfect opener. Just make sure the height's right. Okay. So for the first movement, this is the only one where I'll actually do warm-ups. You know, I'll do, you know, lightish weight for 3 reps, wait a little bit, a little heavier, a little heavier, a little heavier, until I feel like I'm ready for my first actual working weight. You know, I don't really, like, I see the benefit, but I don't really want to burn myself out in the warm-ups. They don't count, they're just sort of fluff. Like, I want to just get exposed to as much weight as possible so that on my first heavy set, I'm not going to hurt myself, but I can also go as hard as possible without being pre-fatigued. Okay, just sit here for a minute, go up a little longer. I'm probably not going to do the whole stack, it's just rear delts, but you know, as long as you're feeling strong in a movement, I don't see any detriment to going as heavy as possible. Yeah, failure around 8 reps, that's about right. So now, I mean, that was the heaviest set I'll do. So now I'll go a little bit lighter because I could not do that same set with this amount of weight for, you know, I'm not gonna hit 8 reps. And I kind of want to stay in that 8 to 12 range. Let's get some bent over dumbbell lateral raises started. I think that'll be a good next movement.
Stuck in the middle of a large crowd, I just gotta fight and climb my way and then break out. Adrenaline in my system, I just wanna be different, I just wanna be winning. I've had this fight since the beginning.
I'm trying to decide where's the best spot to stand. Because with these, I mean, I like to kind of throw around a good amount of weight. Like, sure, I could grab the 30s and go real light and slow and just squeeze. But I don't know, from comparing the feeling after I'm done with the set of doing a light squeezing set versus maybe trying to grab the 60s and swing around, I feel a bit more fatigue going heavier. So I think I'll grab maybe a pair of the 55s, and then we can get set number 1 started at this. 50s will be perfect. Let's get some kind of song playing to get hyped up and then throw them around. Okay. With these, since I'm kind of swinging a little bit, failure isn't so abrupt. Like with that reverse pec deck, you know, I could get to a point where I just physically couldn't move it any further than this, which that's a pretty solid indicator you did a good set. But with these, you know, I can still kind of get the weight moving with momentum. So you just kind of have to judge it by feel on whether or not you went hard enough. But 3 more. Same weight. That's about right.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think 2 more will be good. On the first reps especially, when I get to the top, I'm really trying to like have a momentary flex. But at the end, I'm really just trying to burn out. So 2 more.
With open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown.
Okay.
That's enough. They're silently scared that you'll feel.
I'm like, is that Sam Sulek? I'm like, I didn't know are you from Pittsburgh?
No, I'm from Columbus.
Oh, gotcha.
But some of the hostile guys are doing some
Sweet,
shit.
dude.
Yeah, look wide. Dude, badass.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Good to meet you.
I'll be floating around here for a little bit.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I mean like today.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, keep going. Don't lose your pump.
Yeah.
That's how it's done, man.
Never lose the pump.
Never lose the pump. Come on, it's crazy. Okay. So why would you need a bench for face pulls? Well, let's get into it. So, for me, when I do standing face pulls, I guess I go over here. I just find that it's just an awkward movement. Like, for me to sit here and do the face pull, I kind of have to stand backwards, balance myself. Then as I pull the weight in, my torso's moving. It just doesn't make any sense. I want to be as stable as possible. So the only muscle I have to think about is my rear delts. So instead of standing up and balancing and having my brain send signals to my quads, my abs, everything, I like to just lay down. So all I have to focus on is rear delts. Don't need to worry about balance or anything. So yeah, I'll go a little heavier than that. Let me feel. But how many sets have we done so far? 8. So 3 of these. Perfect. Then once this is done, we can start side delts. Okay. I think a little heavier for the next 2, but again, the point isn't the weight, it's that squeeze at the bottom. In terms of why I wanted to do rear delts first instead of side delts first, you know, I'm not thinking to myself, okay, well, rear delts is gonna activate my rotator cuff more, and then I'll be nice and warm for side delts. I think that's probably true. You know, I could definitely imagine if you've got a little bit of a bum shoulder, that warming up with that rear delt workout would make side laterals feel better. So, I mean, sure, I guess that's true, whatever. But in my mind, what I'm really thinking is I want to finish the shoulder day with a side delt pump, just because it's the most impressive. But I guess it has some utility in the workout as well. But 2 more of these.
To see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.
Okay. 1 more. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to do a superset for the last one. Oh yeah. I was wondering if I actually brought that in.
You did.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So right when I wanted to drink as well. So actually for the last set, I'll change it up a little bit. And I mean, don't be fooled. I did not have these particular exercises pre-planned out. Like I didn't walk in thinking, okay, 4 sets of reverse pec deck, 4 sets of bent over dumbbell. Like I've got a basic idea of the sort of shoulder workout I want to do, but you know, you kind of have to base it off the feel. Like what if I did that reverse pec deck and I hated it? It just felt like trash. I'd rather move on to a movement that I like. But okay, so for the last set, instead of just doing the face pulls, I'm thinking, you know, do a set of 15 reps with the same weight, but then jump over the reverse pec deck and do a drop superset. By then, rear delts should be, well, I'm actually kind of concerned it's going to blow the back of my sleeves off for this pump. But I think that'll be a perfect ending before side delts. If you're trying to superset 2 movements, if the gym's totally packed, you're kind of an asshole. Like, but if it's not too packed, you know, it's, like I said, use your best judgment. But 1 set of this and then we're good.
Me, they want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.
All right, rear delts have been sufficiently pumped. Holy sh! Whoa. All right, that feels pretty good. So let's get some dumbbell lateral raises in, the bread and butter of side delts. I wouldn't mind an exercise block right now just to sit down. But I think, I mean, side delts, I never go too crazy with the weight, but I don't want to go super light either. I'm thinking probably the 50s is about the limit I'd want to go up to. So the first set, this is kind of going against my logic when I was talking about making the first set the heaviest. But with side delts, honestly, I don't think the weight is so important. Like for something like chest, I seriously want to put as much tension on it as possible. But with side delts, really, I want that burning feeling at the end of the set. So I think the 40s will be a good start, even if it ends up being like 25 reps.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb.
Hell yeah.
Rear delt's done, but now I got sides.
1, 2, 3. That's fucking sick.
Badass. So I got all side delts to hit first. I'll just pop in out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah. Good shit on that. I could literally say it. I just saved you. I was just listening.
Badass.
Yeah.
I'll keep going. Throw some weight around.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's how it's done. Now, all right, so back to the workout.
How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they
In terms of partials, I'm a big partials fan. Because let's think about this. I could have reached to a point where I couldn't get my arms up to like, let's say here. Let's say as high as I could on those first fresh reps. I'm not just gonna stop because I can't get to that height anymore. I wanna keep trying to burn out. Honestly, I should have just done 5 more little ones. Called that set too early. So 2 more sets for redemption. And then I'm thinking a seated machine lateral raise would be good.
How's it supposed to feel?
All right. That's enough of that. Let's find that seated shoulder lateral raise. Even just picking up the water bottle to take a sip is starting to burn. I think 3 sets here-ish. And then honestly, I think I'll be fully pumped. That's not my only cue to be done with the lift, but the reason that I usually do 11 sets for any particular body part, like if today was chest day, I'd probably want to do 11 sets total, not like 11 per exercise. But by the time I've done that many, I kind of feel like I've done enough. I'm fully pumped. I've hit the muscle, but I can call it early if I think if I think I've done enough. It's kind of just a go by feel thing. But let's see how heavy this machine is. Okay, well that's way too fucking light. Okay, that'll be all right. Would not mind if this was a little heavier though, but that'll be good. Okay. All right. 2 more of those. And on this set especially, those first couple of reps, honestly the first 10-ish, real slow, squeeze from the moment at the top. But then I sort of transitioned more so into just doing reps where I'm trying to just burn out. So yeah, 2 more of these, and then we can try and find some freaky lighting for a pump check. Okay. All right. That's shoulders complete. I'm trying to scout out a good pose down spot. We'll find something. We'll find something good. Potentially less pump than they were before, but honestly, I don't think so. Because even doing side laterals, you're still getting a solid amount of shoulder activation. So I think, apart from front delts, we're fucking pumped to the gills. So let's see just how good my lighting choice was. Oh shit, all right. Starting to think I made a good choice. Oh. Holy shit, the fucking veins coming out of the right one. And this is only, what, 2 weeks-ish into trying to trim down? Only more to come. Woo. All right, what are you thinking? A little more leanness might do this pose a little bit more justice, because then we'll get some brachialis floating out, or poking out, I mean. Same thing from the back. The rear delts should really be poking out. Like, when I think of a good looking shoulder, sure, everybody's got big fucking front delts. You know, from the front they look pretty big. Even if you got normal side delts, from the front you're good. But looking at it from the side, the fact that the rear delts are just fucking sweeping all the way over, casting this shadow, that's what I'm really trying to look for. And they should poke out in the back lat spread a ton. I can see my own reflection from the side. Dude, I just love being pumped. You know, I'll be more prone to lift in like a tank or a stringer when I'm cutting down, just because the difference between pumped and unpumped isn't so crazy. You know, after I get a bit more, you know, body fat percentage points leaner, you know, I'll look pretty freaky unpumped as well as pumped, but I almost consider it to be like a treat at the end of the workout. Like, do your sets, whatever, and then you get to see all the work that you just fucking put in. But, dude, I think that pretty much concludes it. Solid shoulder day in the books. Now I just gotta go eat some sort of food, to be determined. Never lose the pump, come on, it's crazy.